Hey guys, how's it going? It's Woody HD and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do a review of the Swans finally getting their first home league win of the season after 3 straight defeats at home to United, Newcastle and Watford. Of course, when last time out when we lost in the 92nd minute or whatever it was, which was just gutting. We finally get our first home league win of the season, and I believe it's the first time this season as well that Paul Clement used wingers. I've been saying it for so long, I'm sure probably a lot of Swans fans have, that we don't use wingers for some reason. He doesn't like to use them. There was no width in the last 4 or 5 games. There was no speed in the centre of midfield, no speed across the midfield. Using 4 centre midfielders didn't work. At home, they went back to a 4 at the back, and like 5 they put at the back against Watford, which I couldn't believe when they were at home. They finally put 4 at the back. They chucked Narsingh on the left, and they have that speed. Abraham, Ayew and Narsingh caused Huddersfield a lot of problems yesterday, but it was Tammy Abraham's day with both goals. They did actually have a scare right at the very beginning of this game, because the first time Huddersfield got forward in this game, of course they've lost quite a few games recently. That amazing start they had to the season, they're slowly dropping down the league now, so they were looking for a vital 3 points today. This was a vital game, you know, for the Swans and for Huddersfield to get some confidence. They got forward, their first ball into the middle. Tom Ince completely unmarked in the middle. He was going to be the danger man today, and he should really have scored from about 4 yards out. The ball came to him quickly, but he blazed it over the bar with no Swans defenders marking him. The best chance by far that probably actually Huddersfield had in the entire game within the first 10 minutes, and it was a big let-off for the Swans. But we were looking dangerous going forward. As I said, Narsingh, Ayew and Abraham all caused Huddersfield defence a lot of problems. What we've been missing, as I said, in the last few games is speed. We've been missing key speed, key skill on the wide areas, a bit of flair, and we got the ball here. A lovely bit of play from Tom Carroll to lift it over the defence. Tammy Abraham raced onto it, and he's got the skill to bring the ball down and know where the goal is. But from just inside the area, not even looking at the goal, a brilliant strike, but a brilliant save by the goalkeeper, and that could have been 1-0, but it was a positive start after that Ince miss. But we finally did take the lead 3 minutes before half-time. Their goalkeeper was very, very nervy in this game. Every time he got the ball, he thought there might have been a mistake, and that played into our hands. An awful clearance from the goalkeeper, went straight to Tom Carroll. Ayew was in the middle. Carroll crossed it in. Ayew dummied it, left it for Abraham, and he had an easy finish to tuck it past the goalkeeper for 1-0, a gift of a goal. But we'll take it, and confidence going into half-time, 1-0 up. A goal pretty much at the exact best time of the game. You couldn't have asked for a better time to score the opening goal. Abraham gets a gift in front of goal, but I think it's his 4th goal of the season now since he's been on loan from Chelsea. He's the vital part up front, with Wilfred Boney not really hasn't got going yet. Of course, he was injured today. Boney was out today. Abraham had another chance to show what he could do, and he got the opening goal 3 minutes before half-time. It was actually really good to see Nathan Dyer and Ki Sung-young both came back today after lengthy layoffs. Of course, Dyer, I've never been a fan of Dyer since we got to the Premier League, but I think that possibly if he actually does start playing 2 wingers, Dyer could have a very big impact with him and Narsingh on the wings, because that's what we've been missing recently, is scaring defenders. There's no speed in midfield, as I said. We've got nobody to run at defenders, so Dyer and Narsingh were a welcome addition. Dyer coming on in the second half. Key had a very good chance where he reached the edge of the area, and a low drive just inches past the post. What a return that would have been for Key to get a goal on his return after a lengthy layout with injury. But we did get the second goal about 20 minutes into the second half when they were threatening Lapara. They had a few good chances. He had a brilliant chance where he went past Leroy Fer on the byline and cut in, but it was an easy save for Fabianski. But that second goal was always going to be crucial in this tight game, and we finally got it. Lovely play from Narsingh in the middle of the field, raced through the Huddersfield midfield, as I said, which is what we've been missing recently. A lovely little ball into Ayew, a lovely little dink over the keeper. It looked like it might have been cleared by the defender. Tammy Abraham saw it and slid over the line into the net. Players falling into the net, but it didn't matter, it was 2-0. Ayew was annoyed, of course, that he didn't get the goal, but Abraham had to do it, because if he'd have cleared that, it'd have been 1-0 and this game would have still been very, very shaky. They had a few chances towards the end, but in the end, Huddersfield didn't really pose a huge threat. They had 1 or 2 breaks in the second half. Ince again going close. He was the danger man all game. The one big talking point in the game was when the clearance from their goalkeeper, our defence were playing quite far up, and Ince raced onto it and was almost one-on-one with Fabianski. Olsen made a challenge. maybe you could say it was just outside the area from when I saw the replay of it. Might, on another day, could have been given as a penalty. Did we get away with it? Maybe, maybe not. But it didn't matter in the end. All I cared about today, and a lot of fans, most fans cared about, of course, was the 3 points. Finally, our first league win of the season. We haven't, I think before today, we'd only scored 3 goals all season, and finally now, hopefully Clement and the coaching staff have seen that we need wingers. Of course, certain games where we're playing, the big guns, we might not, and then put, 5 at the back, etc., and play out for points like we did against Tottenham. But at home games against teams who are on pretty much the same level as us, who are going to be playing possibly around us, fighting at the end of the season for whatever places, we need to have wingers on the field to scare these defences. So it's a vital 3 points, and I think we're up to 13th in the league now. Of course, away from home we've done pretty well, of course, apart from that last gasp defeat to West Ham. But it's going forward where we've really struggled this season, but we look so much better today. If we had a 4th defeat at home, I don't think we've ever lost 4 games at home in our history, which is absolutely incredible. That would have been, it would have been serious pressure on Clement. But he said, I was reading yesterday, he said that after the West Ham game, he instantly thought, right, we need to change his formation, and finally he's put wingers on, finally he's put more attacking flair on. He's tried a few times with Ayew, Boney and Abraham, it hasn't worked. Boney hasn't really got going. Is he going to be, I don't want to say, but is he going to be a mistake to sign him back? Of course, he was on poor form, in my opinion, at the moment. I think Messa was injured for this game. I was quite surprised to know why he doesn't start. Of course, he had a couple of errors against Watford, but he should start some more games, I think. But I think he was injured for this one. But it was a much welcome 3 points, and it's on another back-to-back home games now.